Are you ready for this? Well, here we go. This is the top 10 list of the most highly anticipated delayed fruit vehicles. What is a delayed fruit? Well, these are the vehicles that were supposed to be unveiled either in March, April, or May of this year to the world, and also available here in the United States, but they have been delayed due to lockdowns and closures and the virus. And I'm gonna start this list right here with the upcoming 2021 Ford F-150. Initially, it was supposed to be shown to the journalists here in the United States around April 29th or April 30th of this year, and that event has been delayed. So what does that mean? Well, 2021 F-150 is very important to the company. Obviously, it's the best-selling vehicle they have, and I'm sure it's going to be unveiled soon, just not as soon as we hoped. This is very important. It's fully redesigned. It is likely to maintain its body structure built out of aluminum, but it has, as you can see here in these images, brand new lights, brand new grille, a lot of technology upgrades, including what's on the inside. Here you can see a prototype image, a spy image of what an interior of the upcoming 2021 Ford F-150 could look like, obviously with a bigger screen, better technology, digital dash, new steering wheel, updated console shifter, etc., etc., etc. And it's rumored to have a selection of new powertrains. Some of them will remain, like the twin turbo engines, gas-powered engines, but also a hybrid is coming. So that is one vehicle that has been delayed, and it's highly anticipated. It's very important to Ford and the company, and I'm hoping that we'll see it soon, probably this summer. Here's another image of this F-150 truck. This is an earlier prototype, and Ford has been working for this for years and years. Just like every other vehicle on this list, manufacturers spend sometimes up to 4 to 5 years to actually redesign a vehicle and put everything that they want into this one culmination of a vehicle. Speaking of other four-wheel drive vehicles, what you see here is upcoming Jeep Wrangler 4xe or 4xe. It's also called. It's a plug-in hybrid. Why is this important? Electrification is gonna be everywhere, and it is coming to Jeep as well, and it's supposed to be coming to United States Jeeps and also four-wheel drive vehicles like this Wrangler. This image you see here, including a couple of other images you see right here, were from the 2020 CES Consumer Electronics Show that was in Las Vegas. That was in January, but Jeep didn't say any specifications basically around this Jeep. It was just shown to the industry people right there at the show. There was no presentation, no press release that kind of described it. But Jim Morrison, the head of Jeep for North America, was on our podcast, TFL Talking Cars, and you can check out that podcast anywhere you can get a podcast. Just look for TFL Talking Cars and Jeep and the future of Jeep. And he actually said that this 4xe, 4xe plug-in hybrid Wrangler was supposed to be unveiled this April at the Easter Jeep Safari. Of course, the event was canceled. There was no Easter Jeep Safari. There was no electric plug-in Jeep. But Jim also told us a couple of other hints about this upcoming Wrangler. He said it will be able to drive on electric power alone. So you can use, gas power, electric power, or both. He said it is gonna be one of the most capable Wranglers ever. So I cannot wait for this. The plug-in electric Jeep is gonna be very interesting. It's going to be a high-end option on the Wrangler, obviously, but it's going to offer better fuel efficiency and probably even better torque and maybe torque management from wheel to wheel. Here are a couple of other images of current Wranglers, so I cannot wait for that. Number 8 on the list is Toyota, Lexus, Infiniti, Acura, and a couple of other manufacturers that was supposed to unveil their vehicles at the April New York Auto Show. Obviously, New York has been hit very hard by the virus. Our hearts are going out to everybody, of course, involved. These vehicles were not shown. And we actually don't know exactly what Toyota, Lexus, and actually Infiniti in some way, and Acura were going to show specifically. But we have a couple of guesses, and this is what here at TFL Studios and TFL Car we're guessing. Toyota was going to do something big with the Olympic Committee and their effort to promote the Olympic Games, 2020 Olympic Games in Tokyo. They're partnering with Olympic Games in a big way, and the Olympic Games have also been delayed to 2021. So it's a global thing, obviously, global impact. But I'm thinking, this is my opinion, that the new Mirai was going to make a proper debut at the New York Auto Show, and it's also been a little bit delayed, I think, due to this lockdown. The Mirai is a fuel cell hybrid electric vehicle, actually a fuel cell electric vehicle, and it's now a rear-wheel drive platform. It was shown in Los Angeles. It's very good looking. I think they did a really good job on styling. We have a video about it on TFLnow and TFL Car YouTube channels as well. And the Mirai, I'm hopefully it's coming really soon to everywhere. Lexus was going to have a presentation that didn't say exactly what. So here I'm speculating quite a bit, but here you can see an image of a concept LQ, which is supposed to be their flagship Lexus SUV, more of a coupe design, something that fights against the likes of the new Audi Q8, luxurious and stylish SUV. So this is one of my guesses. Of course, New York Auto Show is always big on luxury vehicles, big SUVs, because that's where a lot of those vehicles are sold, in New York State as well. So I'm not quite sure about this, but I was thinking maybe Lexus would do that. Right here, also part of number 8 is Infiniti. They were supposed to show the QX55. It's basically a QX50 crossover, luxury crossover, but more of a coupe version of it. And here's the teaser image of that vehicle. It's supposed to be very sexy, obviously stylish, loaded with technology, also has been delayed. Number 7 on the list is Mercedes. Once again, related to the April New York Auto Show, they were planning to unveil their E-Class lineup, their updated mid-size luxury sports sedan. And here we have one example. This is an all-terrain model. It's a wagon which has a tiny bit of lift. It's supposed to be a competitor to the likes of the Audi Allroad lineup of vehicles. So it's a little bit more adventurous all-wheel drive wagon that has a little bit of cladding, fender flares, but also features the latest E-Class technology and style. So here I have a couple of images of that particular Mercedes. Of course, Mercedes has already shown a few other images of their new E-Class cars, including the sedan. But the public hasn't really seen them, and I'm looking forward to that, of course, really soon. Number 5 on the list is this, the VW Volkswagen ID4. Volkswagen has been talking about electrification for many years, and this was supposed to be the fruit of their labors. And this is an all-electric crossover. This is their entry into the United States market with their lineup of all-electric vehicles. And once again, we've been all patiently waiting for this vehicle and actually seeing it in person, touching it, driving it. It was supposed to be unveiled in New York once again, and it is also delayed. The debut of it is delayed. It is pretty stylish. This is a kind of a concept, one of the more recent concepts that VW has unveiled, and obviously we're still waiting. So let's move on. because next on our list is a selection of Dodge and Jeeps. And there's a lot more actually from Jeep on this list. The Durango is supposed to have an update for 2021. Here you can see it, the current Dodge Durango. It was rumored to go away completely a couple years ago. It still is a very strong seller for Dodge. It's a 3-row SUV. It can tow a lot. You've seen our towing tests on TFL Truck. We're following the sales of this vehicle. It's still very successful, and it's supposed to have an update. The update was not shown. It is rumored to be delayed. Next on our list is the upcoming version of one of Jeep's best sellers, actually. If you thought the Wrangler was their best seller, well, sometimes this vehicle is topping the charts for Jeep. It's the Grand Cherokee. The Grand Cherokee, this current one, is very long in the tooth. It's been around for many, many years. Yes, it has been refreshed a little bit, but there have been prototypes. One of the images you can see here of the upcoming fully redesigned Jeep Grand Cherokee, and also Grand Cherokee 3-row SUV. They're supposed to extend it a little bit, make it a little bit longer. So once again, delayed. Not going to be able to see that one. And also, a lot of these vehicles are delayed because the factories are closed down. So even though a lot of these vehicles were going to be starting production this spring, the plants are shut down for at least several weeks, and a lot of the manufacturers are actually manufacturing ventilators and masks and face shields, and they're all helping out in a very big way. But still, we are, still waiting for these vehicles. Right here is another Jeep. This is a prototype of an alleged 2021 Jeep Grand Wagoneer and Wagoneer. So what is this? This is not a Grand Cherokee. It's supposed to be a fully truck-based SUV, full size. So related to the Ram 1500, using a very similar frame, but independent suspension in the back. And this is supposed to be a direct competitor against the new upcoming Chevrolet Tahoe and all of the GM SUVs, of course, also a competitor to the Ford Expedition. And we've heard Jeep talk about this for many years. They hinted at a new Grand Wagoneer and Wagoneer, then they announced it. They said it was coming. It was going to be built on the same factory or the same facility as the Ram 1500. It's fully redesigned. They're very excited about it. It's delayed. So that's the most recent news that we have, that we don't know exactly how far it's delayed, but it is. Now we're getting to some even more important vehicles because of their sales and impact for their companies. Right here, number 3 on our list is a Nissan Rogue crossover. It's a compact crossover. It's one of Nissan's best sellers, and it's due to be redesigned because this is a very highly competitive segment. It's going up against the likes of Toyota RAV4 that was recently redesigned, and also has an upcoming plug-in hybrid, also the hybrid Honda CR-V. And this image, although it is a little bit low resolution, I apologize about this. This is one of the leaked images, allegedly, of an update refresh to the Rogue that was supposed to be unveiled once again at New York Auto Show, and this debut is delayed. And this kind of a little bit grainy image and this grainy image are supposed to be hinting at what's coming from Nissan, and they're one of their best sellers, the compact crossover. Number 2 on the list, this one also hurts quite a lot, this delay. It's the upcoming 2021 Ram TRX. We recently published a video on this channel, TFLnow, about the interior images and some interior elements on this truck. This is supposed to be the true Ford Raptor fighter. It's wider, it's bigger, it's higher. It's got very sophisticated suspension. This is their Hellcat powered supercharged V8 truck. Here you can see a spy image of a prototype. This is unconfirmed. Once again, about their 4-wheel drive controls and mode controls and launch control on the TRX. And here is a look at the alleged gauges and dash of a new TRX truck, and we have a deep dive on this once again on this channel, so check out that video as well. Finally, number one of the most anticipated and delayed vehicles has to be the Ford Bronco. It's been announced, 4 years ago, the return of the Bronco. We've heard a lot about it. This is the what's so-called the big Bronco, based on the Ford Ranger. This is one of the recent prototypes, images that we have of the vehicle, test vehicle in public. Here's another one. Solid rear axle, independent front suspension, basically based on the Ranger, so most likely inline 4 turbo 2.3 liter, maybe even a 2.7 liter V6 twin turbo. We don't have a lot of specs, but it's a direct Jeep Wrangler competitor, and it's supposed to be coming soon. It's a little bit confusing. Ford has recently stated that we should still see this vehicle debut in the spring. It's also its little brother, the Ford Bronco Sport, also was supposed to be unveiled in April, also delayed. And once again, it's not completely clear to me exactly what their schedule is. Ford hasn't really announced exactly how this delay will work out, but they're supposed to be restarting production, restarting the factories soon. So maybe within a couple of months we'll be able to see the new Bronco Sport, and of course the full-size Bronco, or the big Bronco. Boy, that one, these ones, they hurt, because we want these vehicles, we want new product, everybody is excited about it. And this is another view of the Bronco Sport from the back. Finally, as a bonus item on this list, and this vehicle is not currently set to be delayed. This is the upcoming GMC Hummer Electric, Hummer EV. I went on their website just a few hours ago, and they said on their website that it's still debut coming of May 20th, 2020. So mid-May, late May, we should be able to see prototype in the flesh, touch it, smell it. Not a full production vehicle, but at least the Hummer electric truck should be coming on schedule, hopefully in the later May timeframe. This is a rendering of the upcoming Hummer as well. And guys, let me know which vehicles are you most anticipating, which vehicles do you want to see in the flesh. Use the comments below and let us know that, and go back to TFLcar.com and TFLtruck.com for the latest news on all of this. Thank you.